Howdy guys, back down Dover again this week, back at the Citadel, part of the Western Heights fortifications. Come down with a group of friends, show them around the South and North Casemates. We've been down once before but didn't end up filming because we were just knackered by the point we actually got here. We just had to look around, but we thought we'd come back, bring a few of our friends. There might be people chatting in the background, which we do apologise about, but I've got to explore and have the enjoyment as well. But we'll take you around the South Casemates first of all. We'll go through the dreaded pipe, not looking forward to that one, and then we'll come out in the North Casemates and we'll sort of show you around there. Yeah, we'll head up and we'll take you in. See if I can make this more graceful than other ones. There you go, nice ominous sight of a blacked out stumpy coming through a window. Not so graceful. Alright, okay, so that's we managed to get into the South Casemates. They are. It's a rather large, extensive casemate, as you can see, dual floor. They've had 2 floors to it. You can see up there, there's been the fireplace with the lintel still in place. And actually the fireplace around is still in place with the really nice bricks there. And up on the wall you can see a lot of where the shelving would have been, a lot of brackets, a lot of the original nails. I'm guessing this would have been a fireplace. Looks like it's got a dual fuel flume. As you can see up on the ceiling, I'm guessing that would have been lighting that would have been added Second World War. So yeah, it's light up the whole place. This would have been one of the light wells. Nice tight squeeze. As you can see, the stuff is like more than mine. That would have been open. All of this would have been a lot more vibrant of white, which would have let light down, let it out. The 2 windows on the sort of 2 levels, plus this bottom one. And those windows. Which would have lit up the main casemate. I think this was one of the supports that was up there. Looks like it. Maybe get out there. So that would have been one of the lateral beams. That would have been one of the original Napoleonic doors that's still got the latch in place. You want to go up there, Stumpy?
Yeah.
Go here anyway. So I'll leave my bag down here this time. Once again, the lock, as you can see from these brackets that are here, was actually on the other side. So it was accessed from inside the casemates. I'm guessing then that used to go out on top of the dry ditch next to the Citadel, and then this was like a sally port type thing that was built.
Yeah, that actually looks like the end there. There's like a pass between.
The leg sacks up there.
That's just dead end.
So yeah, this is a little sally port led down into. Once again, it must be sort of quite protected here, and they weren't too worried because they didn't actually build the brick lining of the tunnel. Doesn't look like they had any plans to either, because they normally notch them out a bit more, but this, I suppose they're kind of notched. Thought they probably more need to carry it on around that side than that side. I'm looking forward to the getting down bit.
No.
An original for the casemates here. Lighter. Once again, you can see it's over 2 floors. Once again, it had a lot of graffiti. That's the group. Each other over, then you come to the far end, got a small storage cupboard. Wouldn't have been for, I would have thought it had been for munitions or anything like that. Once again, you see it's a nice defensible position. Anyone's coming up, you can see them for quite a while if it was all cut down. A big storage tank. And this would have been the washrooms. Looks like there would have been a slate shelf that would have gone all the way across here. See the small remnants of it, and what looks like might have been, I'm guessing, coat hooks or gun hooks. You can don't quote me on those. And then this is where the basins would have sat on top of, because you can see the gully that runs underneath for the wastewater to run out. But still, while she was washing your hands, you had an opportunity to turn around, fire through. Looks like these might have been bricked up for later on. went to the final loo that was retrofitted. And what you don't see a lot, to be fair, is a Nile intact urinal that would just sort of run out. And this section leads up to the dreaded pipe that will go up shortly. But we'll take up the stairs first, so. So, of course, with this section of casemates, this section of the floor, it is over a multi-level. As we saw, you did have the second level to the actual casemates, where the soldiers would have been sleeping, cooking, eating. All of that, and then that would have been one of the ways that you could have got into it. Some good views to be fair.
This is the lens top level on these rooms. It's the fireplace. Floorboard still over there.
And then once again another little storage room. I guess would have been for just personal stuff, toiletries, that side of things, pots and pans. To be fair, the white's really sort of quite clear here still. Still quite white. You give it a quick wash over. You can see here the floor, which is basically one big slab of stone. And then it goes into the smaller slabs. Guessing this would have been boiled up for hot water. It's got a thick outside, it looks pressurised. Or it looks like it would have had a pressurised door with these bolts and the rubber seal around it. Guessing there would probably been a fire underneath it, stood upright, filled with water, fire would have heated it up, then it would have dispersed it around all the pipes that we've seen sort of sticking out here, there and everywhere.
Hot half here. Very overgrown.
Quite a nice view out that window, to be fair. Especially with the rain coming down out there now. Once again, you've got the brackets for the basins. You've got the gully where the water would have been able to flow. And it looks like it would have just gone down. I'm guessing there'd probably been a hole that would have just gone out, run out into the dry mode. Of course, these would have been casemates originally, and then retrofitted as toilets. See why people were curious with that, the way that it dips right in.
Very similar location to the other one.
Definitely.
And if they're going too high.
Anyway. And then have your rhinos there again. Looks like you might have had a bit of blockade that came across there, and what's left, that would have been on a sit-down toilet. If you actually look down at the bottom of the pipe, still there, and a bit of the porcelain on the left-hand side, that was brackets then. And then you sit-down toilet, straight down.
Still in the fire window. Slightly modified for the fact it's a toilet.
Yeah. Good work, so doesn't it? That's very cool. a bit of railing that ran up the side, and then you had about a handrail on the left hand side. You can see on the outside it's like it's more of a tile, where it's sort of a lot more robust than the concrete that's been put behind it. Okay, so just before we go out top side, from not mistaken from what I've read, this was added in World War II as an extra defence, which is sort of still in place, which is pretty cool to be fair. And then this would have been the top side of the barracks, where everything would have been sort of cooked, cleaned. If you want to go in there, Stumpy, because that's one of the bigger water tanks.
Oh, yeah. Split this tunnel in half. Half it is as a nice water tank.
I believe this is a retrofitted one, World War II. This bit here would have held the pump on top of, which would have been able to pump the water out. I'm guessing sort of through one of these, or unless this was the inlet and that was the outlet. One of the ways around.
Something under there.
Something there.
Not sure if it's back to it. Oh no, I think it's rubble.
It might be just where it's sort of at the top. But yeah, this has been sort of living quarters. They'd have done cooking, all of that side of things. Didn't realise that.
Well, so this is the original floor.
Yeah, I didn't realise that either.
No.
Right, that's a massive wooden floor that's actually still intact. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool to actually see that still intact.
Yeah, don't have to see it.
So this is more what it would have actually looked like in the other side. This has got less backfill into it. More the original bits. The floor's gone in that one. You can see what would have been sort of below it. I'm guessing this might have been cooking and that. It looks like it had this sort of going across each of the windows.
Yeah, feeling the ceiling's quite deteriorated.
Looks after a little, but there's one that's just being left again. Up a lot of the back area around here. Looks like that side's just got all back chucked into it. This would have been one of the campsites, right? It's for one of the drawbridges.
Oh yeah. Huge.
World War II light.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty cool. Yeah. Revo.
Yeah, so we're actually underneath the floorboards of this one, which looks to be still intact.
Oh, right. There's a lot of weight set on those floorboards, it looks like.
Get up and have a quick look. You can see this is very well backfilled. Loads of metalwork, buckets, old fences. Oh, what is interesting, those two pulleys. If you really close the door, there's like a little hatch on that door. That'll be the pulley system for it.
Right, so yeah, this will be a lot of the sort of cooking and living spaces. Sure. For some reason I thought we did make it to the end.
That alerted me, but it seems to be vent, some kind of vent.
Oh, maybe it's a chimney that comes up from down below.
Yeah.
If we're on top of the casemates, we're literally standing on top of them. I think they go in the same way as this way.
That'd be the top one, the chimneys.
So that makes sense with that one. Oh, I think this is where they put a lot of the old ironwork.
Yeah.
There's a couple of the bars actually still in place up there.
Quick look in there, see what's in there. What's underneath?
Some of it looks like pipe, some of it looks like railing. Bit of a mix of it all, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think there's a little bit the other side. We'll go have a look over there now. And I think down to the pipe. The original basin's nearly still intact. Sadly a smashed up one. Another magazine. This would have been a light tunnel. And then looks like there's another little sunny pool. Which then goes out up on the right, up on the top. Don't think there's actually anything up there of any significance. I had a look around last time. Literally just got the fence up there. Yeah, I nearly slipped. So yeah, I believe that's it for up this top section. What we'll do, we'll leave you now. We'll see you in the tunnel for the Piper Dread, and you know, we'll see you down there in a sec.